So I've been busy. I haven't been able to put a video up because a bee flew into my hair and got stuck. So I haven't been sleeping. That's actually not true. I've been sleeping fine. I'm pretty sure the bee's dead. That's not funny. That's funny. Because murder is always funny. Who told you to be flying so close to my head, bee? Exactly. So I've moved for the third and final time this year. This is the last time I'm moving this year. First time I moved was January 1st. I lived with that crazy Craigslist girl who 6 months in was like, I want to live with my friend. And I was like, so you moving out? When? And she was like, you're moving out because your name's not on the lease. So I had to leave. And I was looking and looking and looking, and I didn't have enough time because most of the time when you move at an apartment, you have to get 30 days notice. That's it. You get 30 days to move out. 30 days is not enough time, okay? I'm busy. I have stuff happening. I can't count it all out, but like stuff is happening in my life. So it wasn't enough time. So I took another sublet, which I didn't want to do, but I took another sublet with living with this guy and his cat. And it was a messy situation. Like it was a 1-bedroom, and I was sleeping in the bedroom, and he and his cat were sleeping in the living room because he had converted that into his bedroom. So I had to walk through his situation to get to mine. It was messy. So now I'm in this situation, and I would give you a tour, but this computer, I'm shooting this on my laptop, and it is too heavy, and my arms are not that buff. I did download Periscope, and I've been giving house tours for the last week on my Periscope. So find me on that. My name is Miss Reezy there too. So I want to give you guys some tips if you're planning on moving to New York. I want to tell you what you need to know before you get here, okay? First of all, there are 5 boroughs. 5 boroughs. One of them is Manhattan. One of them is Brooklyn. One's the Bronx, Staten Island, and Queens. 5 boroughs. $5 foot long. A foot long is, I can't. No. So it's too many inches, right? Don't nobody need 12 inches. So 5 boroughs. Let's say this is Manhattan, okay? This is the island of Manhattan. Yes, it is an island. Everything we know about Manhattan, you've seen in movies or Law and Order SVU. It's a lot of Sex in the City happening, and Ice-T has a ponytail, and he travels with Olivia Benson solving rape crimes in Central Park. So Manhattan could be dangerous, but if you got Manhattan money, God bless you. Send me $3. So one of the neighborhoods in Manhattan is Harlem, and that's where men wear bedazzled bandanas. So that's like a couple blocks. Harlem is just a neighborhood. Right above Manhattan, though, is the Bronx. Now, the Bronx is like perfect for like if you want to get stabbed or shanked. The Bronx is perfect for that. A lot of black folks, a lot of Spanish folks live in the Bronx. And then, like, strangely enough, a lot of white people moving up there because they decided to walk the rest of the way, and they're like, this is nice. Can we have this? That's the Bronx. Right here is Queens. Queens is like a dusty suburb, okay? Queens is like, it's a mix of like a kind of a city life and like a suburb life. So they're like apartment buildings and things like that, but they're also houses with yards in Queens. But the houses are all like stuck together. And then like every so often there'll be like a little bit of space between the houses, and those are like perfect for getting raped. So that's like, you know, rape alleys. You know what I'm talking about. So that's Queens. Now there are cool parts of Queens that are like where like young artistic people are moving into, like Astoria. That's like a part of Queens that like, you know, has like really nice pre-war buildings. That's Queens if you're interested in that. I actually used to date a dude who lived in Queens. He lived in a basement apartment and it had no windows. So if that's what you're into, Queens is your friend. So Bronx, Manhattan, Queens. You should know that Queens is JFK and LaGuardia Airport. Those are the 2 like major New York City airports. Those are in Queens. So if you've ever flown into the city, you flew into Queens. Right below that, Brooklyn, probably the best borough to be in, okay? So Brooklyn has a bunch of different types of neighborhoods, different types of people live there. There's like neighborhoods that's all like Russian dudes named Sasha with wives named Anastasia who do gymnastics 93 hours a day. There's like those Jewish guys with the big hats and like the sexy curls. You know what I'm talking about, the Hasids. And then there's neighborhoods in Brooklyn where like It's just white people, like cool, young white people who look like they don't bathe, who like the men and the women have mustaches, and you're like, why do y'all? Where's all this hair coming from on both of y'all? How, sir, madam? Like that's Williamsburg. And Brooklyn is becoming really, really expensive because a bunch of these white folks here came across the bridge one day and they're like, this is nice. Can we have this? And they bought their money with them, and now their money is moving all of us deeper into Brooklyn. Okay? Now there's dangerous parts of Brooklyn too, so don't think that Brooklyn is super safe because the white folks with their mustached wives are here. But so that's Brooklyn. And there are parts of Brooklyn that are more expensive than Manhattan. It's because it's so cool here now. Everyone's like, I love brunch. I'm going to go to Brooklyn. I love yoga. I'm going to go to Brooklyn. I love children. I'm going to go. Like, that's Brooklyn now. And now the borough, the last one that's left is definitely the least borough. It's Staten Island. Now, I don't know anything about Staten Island, so I'm guessing here. Staten Island is like, if you can picture like a crumpled up piece of garbage and then like put it in like a puddle so that it's floating, that's Staten Island, okay? Staten Island is like if New Jersey fell off the coast of the United States and then started to drown, that's Staten Island. You know, a bunch of the Jersey Shore kids are actually from Staten Island, and Big Ange, if you don't know who Big Ange is, pause the video and just Google Bigang. Just put it in the box right here. And that people like that live in Staten Island. So good luck. If you live in Staten Island, you're watching this right now, I'm so sorry that you live in Staten Island. So those are the 5 boroughs. Manhattan is perfect for if you like the smell of like pee and like garbage and like hot homeless breath. Manhattan is perfect for that. The Bronx again is like perfect for like stabby sessions like right below the ribs. The Bronx. Queens, just dust and tiny apartments underneath the stairs. If you'd like to feel like a troll or like a gnome, Queens. Brooklyn, if you just like to do amazing things and have brunch, chicken and waffles, that's Brooklyn. And Staten Island is an island. And you got to do research. Like if you find a borough that you like and that's where you want to be there. Keep in mind, you got to know what trains are close by. And you got to know what it's like at nighttime. And you got to know how much space you really have. Because some people value the location of their apartment over the space in the actual apartment. I like space. And I'm in a decent location. So I'm safe. I win. So that's it. You're welcome. If you're moving into New York, let me know where you moving into. Don't come. Actually, you know what? I think I might have oversold Brooklyn. Don't come to Brooklyn because my rent is going to go up. Go to Queens. Ooh, or Staten Island. You take a boat. You take a ferry to work every day. Go there. Go. Oh, Staten Island is gorgeous. Shout out to Clayton. One of my subscribers came up to New York from Texas and came to my show this week. I'm pretty sure he didn't just come for the show, but he said, I'm in town. What you doing, girl? I want to see you. And he came and introduced himself and we hung out and he was fantastic. So, hey, Clayton Boo Bear. That's it. So find me on Periscope. It's Miss Reezy on Periscope. I will see you there. Call me when you get home. Okay? Oh, thank you.